Hey, it's Keenan with the Cloud Realty Group.
And Adam Hefner with First Rate Financial.
So we're talking about multifamily properties. You know we love multifamily properties, and there's basically two different kinds that you have. You've got your residential multifamily and you got your big commercial multifamily. It's anything 5 units or more. And we're trying to figure out what's the best way to decide which one's best for you.
And there are pros and cons both ways. So residential multifamily is considered anything that's 4 units or less. And then commercial will be 5 units or greater. And there's a pretty big division there as far as the financing types and different programs that are available for the different buildings. So residential buildings 4 and down, there are lots of readily available, very low down payment loan options that allow you to pretty easily leverage your way into your first $500,000 income producing property, which is pretty exciting. Whereas if you look at commercial properties, commercial 5 units and up, the financing there requires a minimum of 20% down.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot easier for you to get those residential properties because of the loans that are available. What that also means, the benefit for you is that it's a lot easier to sell those as well. And when you have more buyers, if there's any changes in the market, it's going to be reflected in a more extreme manner with those other buyers than a pool that has smaller buyers. So if the market's doing good, you're going to see more appreciation there. That commercial market tends to be a little bit more stable. And you know, we get into the other things that are a little bit more less tangible, like the quality of a property, the quality of the neighborhood, and things like that. And anytime you go up and to get in more dense housing, as opposed to single family homes on one end, apartment buildings on the other, you know, your duplexes are going to be in better neighborhoods than your fourplexes typically as well. So the question is really, what's most important to you? There's a bunch of advantages one way or the other, but what's most important for you and what's most important for your strategy in order to help you hit your goals?
And it's very common that people would start with residential properties, 2 unit to 4 unit, and then eventually graduate up into those larger commercial properties, 6, 8, 12 plexes, things like that. And so it's important to know the pros and cons of each, as well as the different financing tools that are available to you to jump into a project like that. So as Keenan had mentioned, there's not one that's better than the other. They're both just very different animals. An investor should know about all of their options before they commit themselves to one direct course of action.
I will say the one thing that's absolutely better than anything else out there is the return on investment that you get with an FHA fourplex. If you're serious about investing in real estate at all and you haven't bought yourself an FHA owner-occupied fourplex, then you must have some other ninja strategy that we need to know about, or you might not be that serious.
Yeah, that's very true. So if you look at the leverage factor, which is ROI, return on investment, which is how much money do I put in versus how much money do I take out. If you look at your return on investment for like an FHA financed, which is a 3.5% down payment, very low down payment, residential loan program versus a commercial, on that FHA fourplex, you're making 70 to 80% annual return on your investment. That's a cash on cash number. So that's cash in, cash out, which is pretty aggressive. So if you look at how hard your money's working, it's working way harder on those low down payment residential loan programs. But if you look at the cash flow in dollars, you will be making more dollars on a commercial building. It just has a much higher bar of entrance.
That's exactly right. So make sure to find us at the Rex meetings on meetup.com. Give us a shout if there's anything else we could do for you, and we'll talk to you next time.